From Hollywood, California at Cavatina in the legendary Sunset Marquis, it's the Comedy Kitchen Podcast.
Hey folks, let me just tell you something, what's going on here. With the Sunset Marquis, it's Comedy Kitchen. I wait for our producer to give me this, Is it that complicated? She gives me this. She gives me, why is he not talking? So yeah, here's the intro. Craig Shoemaker, Comedy Kitchen at the Sunset Marquis. It's all based on a reality show we have called Comedy Kitchen on Amazon Prime coming out, where we have a role reversal. Tony Luke, longtime restaurateur, owns Tony Luke's. He is being taught comedy by me, and he teaches me food, but now he's extended it. He teaches the comedians how to cook a meal for the judges, and I teach the chefs how to do comedy for the judges. Tony Luke.
It's good to be here. This is our podcast, so try to guess what this show's about. Food? Comedy. Yes, you got it.
And who do we have today? We got a comedian.
We got a comedian here. Not just a comedian.
Literally one of my favorites.
Absolutely.
And he's a legend. Nick Swardson is our guest.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
How are you?
Stellar intro, Craig. Hi, Tony Horn.
How are you,
At least I didn't read anything. I didn't read your credits. The credits are too much. Have you ever been on a show where they're reading your credits? You're going, enough already?
Yeah, I have that many credits. It's just the yellow pages. They just dish them out.
You do have a ton of credits.
Yeah, but that was a good intro, Craig.
You've been on 1,000 Adam Sandler movies and other movies. What was the one with you played like, it was your grandmother or something? What was that one?
Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which one was that? Grandma something?
It was not my grandma in the movie.
I wonder if it was written on here. I should have read it.
That's fine, Craig. Craig doesn't know how to read.
Nick,
this is an intervention.
We're talking about food, of which you and I bond over sushi. We both love sushi.
Love sushi.
Is that your go-to?
That's one of my go-tos. That was an acquired taste. I'm from Minnesota, so sushi is not really not a huge cuisine there.
Yeah,
there they call it herring.
Yeah, they call it diarrhea.
A lot of Norwegians, right?
No, it's like
Nordic.
Very Nordic, and live a lot of lake fish that I don't think are conducive to pike sunfish.
Is that the?
Yeah, it's.
You didn't eat sunfish.
I mean, you can.
but
I've never had sunfish.
No, you don't want to have sunfish.
Yeah,
it sounds nice, sunfish.
Yeah.
But it doesn't taste good.
No, I'd rather eat the sun. We'll be right back. No,
this is a whole other segue. I saw, speaking of, actually you can turn this into food. I saw a documentary where a guy does eat the sun.
Oh my God.
I swear to God.
How could you eat the sun?
He did it, he doesn't eat any food. He stares at the sun. Look it up. Google it. I'm sure they are now, but
I'm sure he's dead.
Do it after the show, okay? He's not dead.
You can't just look at the sun.
I will tell you though, and I don't want to spoil the documentary, but they did catch him eating a meal. He's like, he's one of these.
Now I'm not going to watch this. Damn it, Craig.
You gave the ending away.
He opened his mouth and just glowed into his fucking head.
He would just stare, and he learned how to stare into the sun, and he would. Apparently, has very vitamin nutritious.
Yeah, he's blind.
First of all, how did he learn to stare into the sun? He learned
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, we're going to get on to the Nick Swardson interview. In the meantime, our staff is going to look this up. I am not kidding you. It was a great documentary. I ate sun.
Our staff, we have three people.
I ate sun for a while.
One's a server.
You tried it?
Of course, I tried. I try everything.
No.
There's nothing I haven't tried. Is there something you won't try?
The moon. Do not.
It's made out of cheese. The moon is made out of cheese.
What kind of cheese, Tony?
Swiss.
Oh, you hate Swiss.
He hates Swiss. Don't put it on a cheesesteak.
Good Lord.
Don't put it on a cheesesteak.
Do not
no
put it on a
moon on a cheesesteak.
What is the staple?
No, moon steak is Tony's new thing. Moon steak.
He's always looking for inventions. He's got a round dog. He's got a cheesesteak he can send you. He never stops with
we got
food.
a moon steak and a sun dog. That's going to be your new food.
Sun dog.
Yeah.
Sun dog.
Cost you
it's
nothing.
It's a new diet now. So you can lose 25 pounds in a week. Just stare at the sun and open your mouth.
I love that I'm watching them Google this. I'm going to make you feel like a fool.
I'm not saying some moron didn't do it.
Calling an audible.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I don't want to see a video.
Here, official trailer, Eat the Sun. Okay, there it is.
No!
Just kidding.
He choked on a spot.
That was
He choked on a sunspot.
Oh my God.
That's where
a sun flare, yeah.
Yeah,
choked on the
that's an
sun
appetizer.
flare.
You do a flare. You do you eat a flare.
This whole
That gets you going for the whole thing.
Dude, you're all right? I'm bloated on the sun. I'm bloated.
Where in the hell did this go? I try to lay out some facts.
What are you having for dessert? Melanoma? All right, we'll be right back. Good Lord. Oh my gosh.
All right, so now,
Look what you started,
what's
Craig.
the staple food in Minnesota where you grew up?
Mayonnaise.
Oh, I
Just
love
spoon in a
mayonnaise.
jar.
I love mayo. I can eat it with
You
a
had to
spoon.
put it on something.
No, it's like a lot of Nordic food.
Yeah.
German food.
Like?
German potato salad.
How's that different than a potato salad I would get at a deli in Philadelphia? What's the
You
difference?
get it in
What are the
Minnesota.
ingredients? What do you get? Same
vinegar?
exact thing, but
Vinegar and stuff.
but it has
I don't know
mayonnaise.
how to make
You
it.
do have mayonnaise.
There's
right?
not mayonnaise.
Not in the German potato salad. It's not no mayo.
Wow.
It's like
okay,
really
this doesn't make
it's
any
vinegar,
sense. He
right?
opens up with mayonnaise. So I'm going, he's going to give us a mayonnaise thing, and then potato salad, which normally has it, but this doesn't.
Are you insulting
Are you
our guests?
overthinking a
Really?
joke about mayonnaise?
Really?
Oh, I thought it was a joke.
Well, yeah, I was just that we don't literally eat mayonnaise.
I
was
do.
saying
I
that-
have no idea why.
We'll
There
be
was
right
nothing
back.
wrong. There was nothing
Craig's
wrong.
mayonnaise sun
There was
fetish.
nothing wrong with
Good
eating
Lord.
mayonnaise out of the jar.
You're spiraling right now,
Did you
Craig.
grow-
Are
Did
you spiraling in front of
It's
us?
spiraling.
Good Lord.
Listen, this is what happens when you have too much sun.
Yeah, you
Okay.
sun OD right here.
So
Yeah, so it's very Scandinavian and German food. But I don't know how to make any of it, so I don't know what's in it. I just ate it. Then we have a thing called hot dish. Have you ever heard of that?
no.
What is it called?
No.
Hot dish.
What is that?
It's just kind of like whatever they put into a pan and they just like put cheese over it. And then they cook it and it's called hot dish. And it's usually, but Mars was like pasta based.
No,
And it
never
was
go to
kind
him
of
for a
like-
recipe. Whatever
I
they
don't
put
know
in it,
anything
and
about
just put in
cooking.
cheese on it.
That's
Really,
why
you
I'm
don't?
here. I know nothing, Tony. I know literally. I don't know how to make
Oh,
anything.
he's the perfect guest for the show.
Horrendous.
But here's what I want to find out, though. So if you are going to do the series, and he teaches, are you willing to learn a recipe?
I'm willing to
Yeah,
learn a recipe. Yeah,
you
for
are.
sure. Of
Okay.
course.
Are
We're
you-
gonna
are you-
make hot dish.
Are you?
Yeah, I can.
We're gonna make hot dish.
Yeah, I'll make. I mean,
We
I
can
can't
do
make
whatever
it.
we want. We can put Chung King in the hot dish.
Okay.
Dude, I'll throw in some fucking Skittles, dog. Ain't no rules.
All you gotta do is put cheese on top of it,
Throw
right?
cheese and yeah, put it in the oven.
Secret to anything.
Cheese
you
in
put
the
cheese on
oven.
anything.
Yeah.
It's going to make it better. That's
Not
the
the
bottom
sun
line.
though. You're gonna need quite a pot holder. Anyway, we'll be right back.
So, Tony, now we're teaching you comedy at the same time as food. That's called a callback.
Oh my
And then
god.
evenly it'll become an annoying callback.
Oh yeah.
You can overdo the callback, but then it becomes funny because even
Then
the
you overdo it.
and then it becomes funny.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. See, Tony, these are the little things you need to learn.
The little things.
You'll teach him recipes, and he'll teach
He'll
you
teach me
comedy.
callbacks.
Yeah. So you are willing to get into the kitchen.
I'm willing to get in the kitchen.
Okay, but you haven't had a yearning to do that your whole life?
I've not urinated. No.
Ever.
Um.
That's
I
that's
always
another
like-
documentary. I've seen that one before. You never
Yeah.
urinate. It's
Yeah,
a great diet.
It's really nice.
It's called the Never Urinator. So,
I have really mildly attempted.
Tony, all the jokes that come out aren't actually perfected. You have to go home and write them. You come up with the idea
I
first,
didn't say a
then you
word.
perfect it with the writing. It's like Ginsu. You have to. Okay. So,
Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta
Yeah.
cook the rice.
Right.
Yeah, so I've made very feeble attempts to try to cook, but it's like really embarrassing. But I don't want to like try and just like cook chicken because then you can get poisoned or something, or I don't know.
You can get poisoned from cooking chicken?
Can't you if you don't cook it all the way through or something?
I don't think you get
Well,
poisoned.
you would know if it was cooked all the way through. You just look at it, and it's like
If it's still running
pink-
around, you need to cook it
okay.
more.
And even beyond that, if it still has a little
You-
pinkish, no good. Okay, so these are the tips.
Yeah,
you
you don't want
Have you
chicken
ever cooked
medium
for
rare.
anyone? Have you ever cooked
You don't
for
want chicken sashimi?
Yeah, no chicken sashimi.
Chicken sashimi?
There's another. Oh, he's writing it down. This could be a new one. He'll be on QVC.
I'll be the first tester too.
Has anybody ever had chicken sashimi?
Nick Swardson is gonna try, then I have diarrhea for a decade.
You've never cooked for
God.
anyone?
I've never. No, God.
Ever? God,
That'd be
it's
a
not that
terrible-
disgusting.
Well, no, I just said I didn't know how to cook, and I just thought
So why
I
would
didn't know how
you
to make
cook for
chicken.
someone
He
who
might
doesn't
have
know how to
tried
cook?
it. I'm asking if he tried it, Tone. Okay, if he tried,
No, I'm not evil.
Maybe his lack of success led him to doing this. When
I
I
mean, a
asked him,
fire in the kitchen is
Yeah,
usually a
something
good sign.
that-
Yeah, no,
You
I
should
haven't
be in the kitchen.
like an alcoholic, that could be his bottom. Like I had fire in the kitchen. That was the end for me.
I
would never
can
do it
cook
again.
vodka. Yeah, that's easier. I can pour that. That's easier for me. But no, I wouldn't subject anybody to my cooking. But so you have Philly guys, and one of my favorite moments. I've done many shows in Philly. A lot of my very, very close friends are from Philly. So, you know, the cheesesteak's always a thing of which cheesesteak. So to kind of mess with my friends when I was first going there a lot doing shows, they were like, all right, you know, the big thing is which cheesesteak is your favorite? And so they were throwing out Pat's, Geno's, Jim's, all these places. And just to mess with them, I go, you know what? My favorite cheesesteak, honestly? And they're like, yeah? And I'm like, Four Seasons. And they were like,
they'll kill you.
This fucking guy.
Don't tell me
I'm like, what?
It's from the stage you told them that?
No,
they'll kill you. That would be that show.
I
You won't be back. Four Seasons.
But they were like, what? And I was like, kidding. I'm fucking whatever. But I like Jim's. Jim's was really good.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah, little cheese whiz.
But do you get the order right? You have to have the order right, or they attack you.
I think so. Fully wasted, so I think I got it right.
Yeah. Do you have your picture on the wall? They have pictures on the wall.
No.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. I'm very.
You don't have it?
No. Can you believe that?
They have a picture of the sun?
They have Lou Tilley, who did sports in 1992. He's up there, but Craig Shoemaker's not.
Do you have to go there like a certain amount of times?
I don't know what it is. It's like they have famous people on the wall. Are you on any walls in California? Like
Are you on any wall
besides the post office? Jail. Do you have? Are you one of those guys? You go into your local laundromat. That's what they do here, Tony. It's
and get
car
food?
wash, the car wash, and they have your picture up there.
No, I don't.
Like all the 8x10s from the 90s.
I don't. I wish. I've always seen it when I first moved to LA. They would have at certain local spots. They would have the headshots up.
You never did that.
And they would. No, I never was asked for it.
Let me give me a pose of your first headshot, the worst headshot you ever did, because we always had a pose that we
right.
Would do.
Okay.
Here we go. You know what makes me laugh is the poses, as if someone's walking around to a comedy club and going, "I gotta see that guy," with the face that looks like he just walked into the shot.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Or the comedians where they had to have a microphone in their shot, where it's like, just say you do fucking comedy.
You have to tell them How about the chin rested on your fist?
Yeah, the thoughtful one.
And then the people that think they're a model, you know, they give the model look with the cheekbones and everything, and have it. Anyway, I have the worst. We should do a.
Have you had one with a brick wall behind you, headshot?
Of course.
Yes.
What, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What, you didn't?
No, I didn't.
I draw the line on brick wall.
Yeah, dude. My dad was a Kool-Aid man. No, so I never had a
Nick is the first guest, or even the first comic ever. He does a double take on his jokes. He checks your eyes to go, did he get that? No. Okay. We're moving on.
I figured you guys would get Kool-Aid man. We're all old enough for the Kool-Aid man.
The Kool-Aid man. You started in Minnesota. And maybe you could share with Tony
Him and Prince started in Minnesota.
Yeah, we played hockey together.
Did you really?
No. That would be amazing though.
You didn't give me the look. We played hockey. We played hockey.
I tried to sell it. I tried to tough sell that.
You didn't sell it. You
I threw it out there, Craig.
He underplayed it. So tell Tony what it's like to be in line. Did you have lines there where you sign up? But what was it like? What was the Minnesota comedy scene like?
The thing about Minnesota comedy was, I did the open mic, and it was a great place to start because it was very polite. Minnesota's very polite.
Oh, that's right.
Even our football
Midwest,
fans, very polite.
Yeah, it's true.
So they're like, it was tough to bomb. So I didn't really bomb until I moved to the East Coast. And that's when I tanked. So
unbelievable.
I spent years in Minnesota developing as a young
and thinking
comic.
You're a genius.
I didn't think, I just thought I was amazing.
Right,
No.
right.
But I thought I was at least adequate because they would be like, all right, that joke was fun. You know, that was not bad. That was an attempt. And then East Coast, just no. Just, if you didn't get them within 30 seconds, they would make you well aware that it was not.
However, listen to him. What he's also saying in this. What he's saying in this. If you can
Play
make
Minnesota.
It's
That's
like
what he's saying.
No,
play Minnesota.
Yeah, you want
That's all I heard.
It's a little softer for you there. It's a little better entry. But if you are making your way, if you can do it, like they say, New York,
you can make
it there, you make it anywhere.
Yeah, totally.
But it actually is true. I remember when I, got my chops there, and I moved out here with Richard Jenny and John Mulrooney, and we came out here like gunslingers because we knew we could handle anything. You can handle anything.
Yeah, you really can.
But Minnesota, you don't really get that training because
No, I mean they're great crowds though.
Yeah.
But you don't.
if you like adulation.
If you like doing well at something, undeserved. But no, they're really.
We're gonna have
it
to
does
work your
help.
way up. It's
Yeah.
like being a Trump child. You just automatically, it's okay.
Good Lord.
You're taken care of.
Yes.
I wasn't getting political. I was just looking for a reference, and I came up with it.
Okay, Craig. All right.
Craig, you got a lot of Michael Jackson references going on
And
with
the
these
jacket.
jackets
Yeah.
you've been wearing.
Don't start with that.
No, I
See,
mean,
that's the
don't-
thing.
you
Even in
wanna say you
Philadelphia,
wanna
they'll
be
rip on your
starting something?
they'll rip on your clothes. My son, he thinks he's from Philly. He calls me Edward Zipper Jacket.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
What do you put in this zipper, Craig? Not muscles, clearly.
Hello.
That's the training. See?
Hello.
If he was just from Minnesota, that he would never come up with that.
never come
up with
He would go, "That's a fine jacket. Where'd you find that?" And then,
I'd be like, "Oh, Craig, now that jacket's fun. That's some fun stuff."
"Is that a Minnesota accent?"
Yeah, it's totally Minnesota. Long O's. Yeah. You must have done shows
It's
in
the whole
Minnesota.
Fargo thing.
Yeah, it is
It's
very
hard to
fun.
believe. I've been everywhere. I've only been in Minnesota one time on one stage and was in a theater opening for Kenny Loggins when I was very young.
No way.
Swear to you, never did one single comedy show. I was booked once by
Wow, how's that-
Bronson.
Hanson?
I thought his name was Bronson.
It's something, son.
What, you don't know this?
Brunson? I don't know a Brunson. I know Scott Hansen.
It's what are the comedy clubs there? He has one in Arizona.
Bronson.
He has one in Arizona. I said Bronson, didn't I?
You said Brunson.
I said Bronson. I have witnesses. I love when I have witnesses.
You said
I need
Bronson.
witnesses in my home for my kids and my wife. I have to go. Can we go to the tape? I don't need a tape. I've got Lee over there going, he said Bronson.
Lee just walks around your house?
I wish he would. I
Just
wish he.
Yeah, you said it. You said it.
Yeah, he
Why
has it.
is he here, Craig?
I never went to those clubs. And you know, part of it is, I'll be honest, I don't like cold. And
Right.
you have a lot of cold.
It's cold.
Yeah, we're the only cold place in the country.
No, you're not, and I won't play any of them. I won't play. It's not like I'm saying book me in North Dakota.
You've never
either.
done Philly in February?
No, I won't go back. I look at my calendar. Do you ever?
Oh,
do
so you
that?
won't go back.
Do you
I
ever
see what you're
book?
saying.
Not at certain times. Do you ever book on climate?
Yeah, of course.
You do?
Fuck that.
Yeah, I never go to Chicago in the wintertime.
I did that this
And
year.
I love Chicago.
I love
but
Chicago,
I wouldn't go
yeah.
in the
It's
wintertime.
unbelievable food.
The food is amazing.
It
Oh,
is, yeah.
Steak.
We actually, one of the chefs that did our show,
Todd
Todd Stein, I ate at his restaurant, and he taught me some recipes. I didn't know this. When you get pasta, you put an egg in it afterwards. You mix the egg in, and it's delicious.
Wait,
it makes it delicious.
What are you
It's like
talking
a
about?
carbonara. You mix
It is a carbonara, not like a carbonara. It is a carbonara.
Okay, all right.
God damn it.
It's so we're not wandering around carbonara. It is defined as a carbonara. So you mix the egg into it,
Right.
and I have to disguise
Yo.
it with my kids.
Yolk.
Why?
What?
Egg yolk.
I do the whole
You
egg.
throw the whole egg in?
Yeah, and I mix it in
Yeah, I
now.
like
It's my
just the
new
yolk
thing that
in
I
there.
do. It's increased my pasta
Be like
taste,
Rocky.
and my kids actually love it.
And then you give it a little dash of sun. You
A
hold it
little
out the window,
dash,
just
just
a
a
little
little.
spritz.
Callback that's not quite as annoying yet. See?
Yeah?
And
See, I found the
he's,
line.
and he's judicious about it. Just follow this guy. You're like the Padawan. He's the master. How long have you been doing it?
25 years.
Long
It's
time.
crazy, long time.
And did you hit? Did you hit a point where you just went? Have you ever had a point where you went, "I'm out of here"? I don't
Yeah.
want to do this"? Yeah.
I quit
Yesterday.
for a year.
You did?
I quit for a year.
I did 9 months. How was it?
Really?
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. I had just kind of gotten fried on it, and my writing had kind of hit a wall. Mm-hmm. And then I was just, I don't know, I just took a break. And it was the best thing I ever did. I don't know.
Was this recently?
This was, no, it's probably 9 years ago.
You took a break recently. I saw it on Instagram, like a short break.
I took like a short break, yeah. I take a little timeouts. I'm not one of those comics that like has to go on. You know, guys like that just, they go on nonstop, like 4 times a day.
Yeah,
especially
Jamie
in
Kennedy.
New York. Jamie goes on. He'll go on anywhere.
We ever told this when you tried to, I don't know if you were trying to retire. I tried retiring. I announced my retirement.
I remember that.
I had a retirement show. I feel so bad. I'm going to give him a refund.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I tears.
Oh my God.
I just went from maybe around here to way down here with Nick Swardson.
That is so.
Isn't that terrible? I had a documentary I was doing.
You're like the going out of business show, right?
Pulling out old 8x10s. I remember this. Oh, I remember this cruise ship I did when I was 17. I mean, no, I really did.
Were other people crying?
Maybe. I don't know. I was alone on the stage. You're not like connecting with people.
You were by yourself crying.
I had some tears.
I can't believe it.
People are honest, like, it's about time.
I've been doing it since junior year of high school, and there was a little melancholy going on, but I did say I'm done. Now, here's the thing. They told me, oh, no, comedians like addicts. You got to have it. You got to have your fix. I don't feel like I do. Do you feel like that? When you were done for a year, you got to have my fix?
Well, the thing about it is once you like start getting some new material, like I thought of some stuff, I'm like, oh, that'd be funny. And then like, oh, I got to try that. And then it was just right back in, and then I snowballed into another special, and then I was just right back in it.
I love that he goes right from retirement to another special, not even trying it out. Just goes right to the
Nope,
other
I winged it for a whole hour on Comedy Central. Oops.
See, he wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Yours was more like, I think I want to retire. And your bank account was like, no, ain't gonna happen.
It's the truth. He's actually, Shakespeare said that is said in jest, there is truth. That's absolutely true. I went, wait a minute, I don't have a retirement plan. Here's the thing, if anyone's thinking about getting into comedy, there is no retirement plan, there's no SAG insurance or insurance.
Benefits.
There's no benefits, there's no nothing. It's us, you go, you get paid. Now, you're not far back enough. Did you ever get paid in drugs? We used to have.
But I heard those stories.
Yeah, white or green, they said. Would you like to be paid in white or green? I meant Coke or green money. White or green. I chose white way too many times, especially Erie, Pennsylvania. Almost didn't make it out.
Oh my God. I heard those stories.
You
people
did?
Get paid in Coke.
Yeah.
Everybody would take Coke that I heard.
Yeah.
They were just like,
It
yeah,
was the
white,
80s.
the fuck.
It was absolutely, it's what you did and it kept you going. But you were inspired by things like that. But what inspires you to keep going? I mean, what is it? What is it inside of you that says, I'm going to go up and do this again?
Oh, they still have Coke.
They still do that.
Yeah, that's not.
So those days are these days. I heard Coke is making a comeback.
It is, finally. God. How long do we have to wait for that?
All the waiting on that one.
Yeah. Let's go, Coke. Let's go.
What is that, a coffee machine?
Yeah, that's what it is. They're making espresso.
See, this is what's great about live.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Live, but when they're watching, it'll be like,
No,
5 weeks later. That's not
filming
live.
it live.
Okay, well, who's ever filmed dead?
No, but sometimes they
that's
stop,
never
they
happened.
edit, they redo it. We're not. We're just going full bore.
Okay.
Whatever happens, stays on the show.
So we're talking. But what's the yearning though? What is it about? I remember mine was I needed attention, I needed love, and that's where I got it.
I just it was.
Do you have any of that?
It was the same. I mean, I guess I think it was kind of. It was also the same when you start doing stand-up. I don't know how this would equate to cooking, but like when you start doing stand-up, it becomes an addiction where it really doesn't leave you. There's nothing like it at all. So I don't know in the restaurant business if there's something where you're like, oh, if you just, I like, what would be tantamount to that? Where it's like, oh, I made my first thing and it was good or something, and you're like, oh,
well, when you make your first meal and people like pull you over and go, oh my God, that was the greatest dish I've ever had. That high stays with you.
Yeah, okay,
Whoa.
so it's a similar thing.
Look at this, our executive producer. We're not a
I don't see
TGI
any
Friday.
mayo.
So,
We're not?
Tartar.
steak tartare. Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, put the egg on
There's an
there.
egg.
It's the
That's
extra
an
touch.
egg yolk,
It is a yolk.
not the whole egg.
Thank you, Tim
Yeah.
Stearns, our executive
Thank
producer,
you.
brought that to you. Look at, oh,
I
he's
mean,
going to
couldn't
put
you
the
at
egg.
least clean the dish before you brought
I don't understand this thing.
Oh my
We have
God.
someone from the restaurant explain.
Did you get that from the state
It
fair?
looks like one of Tony's murder scenes from Philadelphia. What is that? I don't get that.
It's a decoration.
It's about presentation.
I don't
It's
know,
about
but I'm going to try it.
It's beautiful.
Oh, you're going
It's
to
a
dip
song.
it.
It's presentation.
Is that
I
presentation?
told him he doesn't
Chris
know.
Cope from the Sunset Marquis.
Beautiful.
I
It's
understand.
wonderful.
You have to put it on a little bit of
looks
bread.
kind of like abstract.
That's really great.
Yeah,
Is it?
really good.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah, I can see from his face. We've had sushi together. It's the same face. Where are we going for sushi later? Don't eat too much.
I won't.
So this is This is a tartare with an egg, and what else does it have? Capers.
It's got capers, yeah.
You see, you know the ingredients. You'll be a good cook. I think you'd be.
Well, no, I eat food.
I know, but you'll be a good
Like-
cook because you know the ingredients. That's half the battle.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know
It's either
ingredients, but I don't know
really-
how to put them together.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, caper. I don't know what
He
it
knows
goes.
what it is.
I don't know what it goes
I
with.
know it's in a plane. I can't fly the frickin' thing.
This is not a plane. You put a caper on top of something, and there you got it.
Do you know what a caper is?
A mystery?
I like that. What actually is a caper?
Yeah, wasn't that from like the? Yeah, it's a caper.
Come on, it's a caper. Try to guess.
We're gonna try to
got
solve
quite
the
a
caper. See?
Try to
Try
guess.
this. Is it Craig?
Really?
What is it? What's a caper?
They didn't give me a fork. They're tired of me eating so much.
Here.
So
There.
let's
go,
get back.
Craig.
Oh,
See how I
nice.
take care of you?
Let's get back to while I'm eating. I want to hear the answer to the question: is the burning yearning? What keeps you going about comedy? What is it about comedy? You must have it, like an addict.
I just love doing it. I love crowds. I love new jokes and making entertaining crowds, and I love that, especially in Hollywood.
Yeah.
If you write a show, so it would be the same as like if you write a recipe and you give it to somebody and they look at it and they go, yeah, I don't get it. And you're like, no, it's this, this, and this. And they're like, well, what the fuck? How do you do that? And you're like, well, I'll do it. So just pay for the food. And they're like, yeah, it doesn't. And then you're like, fuck you.
But then when they eat it and go,
Yeah, when they eat it, and they're like,
that's the way.
oh,
That's
yeah,
the way.
delicious.
Wow, you really made something great. Your joke with your recipe, really, I resonate with it. I taste it. It's so delicious, and that's what they're basically responding to. But the underlayer of that, do you have like some compelling need for love, attention? How
sure
are
you
you?
know
No, for the
psychic
third
with it.
time, Craig. No.
But you're being. I'm trying to go a little deeper.
He just
We don't-
loves
Craig, you're
comedy,
going
it's
really deep.
He wasn't assaulted
Craig's like,
as a
but you want
child.
to be loved, right? Come on.
that
Were
was
you
a-
assaulted as a child? Say it. You can say it.
Craig, what happened?
I am looking for
What
that.
was the trauma that
Do you
brought
remember
you
Barbara
to
Walters? I feel like
comedy?
Barbara Walters now. I want to get a
Barbara
cry
Walters.
like I did on my
Yeah,
retirement.
what are you? No, I like telling jokes, Craig. Good lord.
It's as
I
simple
didn't
as
have
that. I like telling jokes.
You
Yeah, it
lived in
wasn't.
Minnesota. Come on.
Did you grow up in any pain?
Did your dad put cigarettes out on you Christmas morning? Just fucking say it. Oh, God.
We're getting it. We're finally. This is where I wanted to get. Okay, this is the direction I've had since the beginning of the show. We're getting it out of him. His dad put cigarettes. No, we better not
It
say
reminds me of Jerry Maguire. Remember the interview? I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to cry.
I'm not gonna cry. No, I like doing
No
stand-up
pain. No
comedy.
pain. Growing up.
Look how
I mean, I
jealous
guess.
you are.
I
am.
Like,
I'm a
you're
little
actually angry that
I
this
am. I
this
thought-
I know.
child
Craig's
did
like
not
waiting
have a
for some
horrible,
bomb
you know,
from me.
childhood.
No. I always know that there's like one comic I know, now a second, Jerry Seinfeld, that has no pain in his life. Most of the comedians have pain. It's where they come from.
I have
So
a little bit of pain, but it doesn't drive me to like do like comedy every night.
tell me about the little bit of pain.
Give us a
Oh
taste
my
of that.
God.
Just a little taste,
Give
like,
us a
like
taste.
let's give it a little tartare.
He's like evil. He's like, tell me about the pain. Was it an aunt? Was it an uncle? What happened? And you did.
Tony, you have to go. You don't have to go there. But he could have had something happen. Teased as a kid. How about that? Childhood. Give me something from the childhood.
Just make something up. Just make it up.
I know,
Just go
at
when
this
I was a
point-
kid, they put erasers out on my head. Give him something.
It's gotta be a
Erasers
motivation that makes you do this.
I got
is
my
the
head
stupidest
erased.
job
Got my
in the
head
world.
erased.
Tony, right? They put erasers on my head.
It's the stupidest job in the world when you break it down. Come on now. It's how you have to have some motivation. All right, maybe it's just me.
How about
All right.
making people
Both these
laugh
guys had wonderful
and
childhoods.
money?
Eating
No, when I was
herring or whatever and mayonnaise.
8 years
Separately.
old, when I was
Here
8
it
years
is.
old,
Oh.
Here it is.
my mom put a grenade in my asshole.
That's nothing.
He's never been the same
That's
since.
as deep as he's going to go. A grenade in who hasn't had a grenade in their asshole?
Come on, that's a
Write us.
pineapple,
Write us.
basically.
Tell us, if you haven't had a grenade in your asshole, make sure you write us at Nick Swardson, at Nick Swardson, at Real Nick Swardson.
Real Nick
That's his
Swardson.
Instagram.
That's my
and his,
Instagram,
and
Real
his
Nick
Twitter.
Swardson.
Okay.
There's more
Subject line,
details.
grenade,
About
Matter of
grenade,
fact, I'd like to
asshole.
hear your grenade and asshole stories if you could write them to us.
That's the name of my next special, Anal Grenade. Anal Grenade.
Ain't no grenade.
Coming out fall 2020.
Literally coming out the fall of 2020.
Coming out
Literally.
physically and literally.
But for right now, he's got to put a pin in it. Nick Swardson,
Anyway,
I
so
love you.
food.
I've always. But we have to wrap it up. That's when the food comes out. That's the wrap.
God damn it!
How fast does this go?
It went fast. They dove into my childhood. Good lord, we didn't even talk about fucking food.
I dipped my toe into your childhood.
Good
Okay,
lord.
and I got a grenade. So
Craig has to get to his third retirement party tonight. Jesus.
we're going out for sushi, aren't we?
Good lord, yes.
Don't eat too much. We got to go out
All right.
for sushi. We like our sushi. So, Nick, what a pleasure to have you on, man. It's
Great
like,
to have-
you know,
yeah,
you hate
love
to
you
use the
guys.
word it's an honor, but it is. I mean, there's certain people you admire. You watch them from afar. We don't know one another that well or at all. Anyway, but we certainly know more tonight.
Grenade. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Anal leakage. All the
Really, Tony.
The final,
Tone.
Tony's final words of the show.
Anal
Anal leakage.
Tonal. So first of all,
Come to my restaurant.
we're trying. Do you see the lead host trying to wrap it up and stuff? You want to leave them with something so we have beautiful food that they just brought on steak tarts.
Can we leave on that? Can we leave on that?
You're trying to find a capper, like a thing that ends it. And I go,
A caper?
everybody, and he just goes, anal leakage. Work with that. End with that. End on anal leakage. I bet you Nick Swardson will have about a hunk on anal leakage in his next special called "What Happens After the Grenade Goes Off."
After the explosion.
after the explosion. Nick Swardson, you know how to find him. Real Nick Swardson. Pleasure, bro.
Great. Thank you so
And we'll
much.
see you next time, Tony Luke, Craig Shoemaker, and make sure you follow us and all that. It's probably written somewhere, and we'll see you next time. Healthy eating, is that the right tag?
Yeah, healthy eating.
Anal leakage. I gotta have more of this.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Good.